Wowie zowie.
Gotcha, box. What's in here this time?
You got music.
Soundtrack, the Blue Baboon. I'm at it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to It's a Game.
Welcome back. We're gonna enter the monkey, and I wish I didn't say that. That sounds weird. I don't like it.
At least that one wasn't after the yellow monkey. I mean, honestly, I feel like
That's
they messed
catch
up.
17. Jeez.
So, whenever I re-looked at the old series we did of Vapor Escape 1, it was 15 episodes long.
Yeah.
Where Goemon wasn't 15, like
Yeah.
it was a little bit shorter, and I was like, okay, well that makes sense. Ape Escape's a little bit longer, and didn't we do a full clear of it?
Yeah. Well, I don't think we didn't do everything. We got like most everything.
Oh, yeah, we got most of everything. Where this one,
Oh, crap. No.
I felt like we were doing pretty good, but like we were on episode 3, and I'm like, okay, we're making solid progress. And now I see 17 monkeys to clear this, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
okay.
And then again, they start you off
with
and
like
they're
what, like
here's
6?
6, just
Yeah.
to get right off the top of the
So it's just 11, really. Just
Jean Paul.
Jean Paul.
I will say all the monkey names are equally on point, so I'm fine with them. They don't have the Spectre coins either. I just realized. So there's
there's
other
nothing-
like
Yeah,
rare
but you collect everything through the little money thing,
That sucks.
which is, not fun. But you know what would be a lot more fun?
What?
If you were using real money, and it was a surprise mechanic.
The monkey loot box?
Yeah, the monkey loot box.
They would call it a banana box.
That would be the banana loot
100% would be a banana
Banana loot box. Premium currency is bananas. EA, I got a new pitch for you. People will love it.
box. Oh.
Maybe.
Cutscene in a level?
Is it Popachi?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's Pipachi.
Everyone's been so worried about you.
No, we weren't.
You had to pee. You have a diaper on, man.
That's
Just
what
go.
the diaper's for. Popachi, the mascot character that wears a diaper so he can go poo when he walks with you.
I'm gonna take him with me on the
Popachi. No one wants him, so they just let him go. And then they pretend, oh no, he's
We
gone.
lost him.
Oh no. Oh, now he's just peeing on your head.
Yeah, no, we just have him.
It reminds me of, I don't know why, but probably because we're in this Chinese themed movie thing. But it's like, I said, Popachi's on your head. All I could think of was, oh, sweet sour pull on my head.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It wasn't a movie. It was an episode of South Park.
It was an episode of... Oh!
Yeah, it was the Mongolian...
I was thinking, what is it? The
Kung
freaking-
Pao?
Yeah, Kung Pao.
Dude, Kung Pao's... So, I was talking with Mark about Kung Pao a while ago. And we both, or at least I agree. I don't know if Mark feels the same way, but the movie is extremely dumb and extremely stupid. However, it is one of the greatest movies of all time. Like, if you have the sense of humor of just like liking utter garbage, like I call it the gold, like you know YouTube poop.
Yeah.
Like not normal YouTube poop, but like that golden quality YouTube poop that just like hits the spot and everyone's like, this is hilarious. That's what that movie is.
It's absolutely absurdist.
Except there is one scene that's just regular YouTube poop, and that's the cow fighting scene.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey guys, you know what's cool? The Matrix. Let's do a Matrix with really bad CGI where I fight a cow. And it was really bad CGI at the time.
Yeah.
So it really aged poorly.
It is not looking
Like
good.
it looked like something that had aged poorly before it was even used.
Yeah, I remember that.
But as like the kid, I wasn't even 13 because I wasn't allowed to watch PG-13 movies. But I remember I saw that movie, so I was not 13 yet. I saw it at a friend's house, and I saw that, and I was like, "This is great." Like this is the pinnacle of comedy. This guy's fighting a cow.
What?
Oh, you don't need the Sky Flyer if you have Pipochi.
Is Pipochi actually helpful? What? Were you misjudged?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I never misjudge Pipochi. He's just a piece of garbage monkey that somehow they gave wings to, and they're like, we need a mascot character. You know what would work really great? A baby monkey that has no reason to exist. I think that's what the secret is behind this game. Game theory, get on this. The professor's really the bad guy. He's genetically altering monkeys. Spectre's just trying to free the monkeys from their the torture of being genetically destroyed. Yeah. 100%. And that's why the professor only hires idiot kids.
Oh my god, that's fair.
He's like, they're too stupid to ask questions. If we just call them interns and they're volunteering, then I don't have to pay them.
Absolutely
no labor
not.
laws. No labor laws breached. They can come and go as they please.
Yeah.
They're just helping me out.
Yeah, of course. I will say, dude, his cadence is so, like, weirdly unique. But every single time I hear him talk, it just sounds like not genuine. For Matt Pat.
I like Matt Pat. He's
he's cool, but I think it's just like his the cadence and the tone of his voice.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like, because whenever I first listened to him, it kind of irritated me, and he's like, I've even seen like episodes where he talked, like he shows the comments where people are like, oh my god, your voice. So I mean, I think it might just be one of those unfortunate circumstances where he has a voice that's like that.
He's got a salesman voice.
Yeah.
That's what he has.
And it's like, okay. I think the reason why we think that is because of our band director, Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Who had a very similar voice. Like, it was pure
That's
charisma,
fair.
and the guy was full of so much crap.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. I've never...
Ah!
Pippochi!
He didn't do crap!
Pippochi, your whole... He was too busy taking a massive dump.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, but yeah, like, our band director was full of so much crap. But anyway.
I know he had a hard-on for hating you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I deserved it. Like, it's one of those things, like, I look back at what I did as an adult, and I'm just like, I could have handled that way better. But at the same time, he was an adult, so he could have handled it way better, too.
Yeah.
Like, he literally stooped to the level of a high schooler with everything he did just to spite me. Oh, he's telling you what to use.
Oh.
Pippochi's helpful.
Oh.
You're not allowed to solve puzzles on your own anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Boop. I mean, I will admit that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Catch him. This is the best net. Martin! But yeah. To anyone listening that has a high school teacher that's just kind of full of crap, like, my advice is just deal with it. Like, it's 1 year. Or in my case, 3. But, no, it was only 2.
Yeah.
It's only 2, but like, I ended up quitting marching band because of him, and that was like the best senior year I've ever had. Because I was just like, dude, what is this time? Like, I remember I got home like the first week of school, did all my homework, and then looked at the clock, and it was still like 4 in the afternoon, and I'm like, wait, what? Because I wouldn't get home till like 7.
Yeah, because of
marching band, and I was like, wait, you mean I can actually focus on my schoolwork and get decent grades?
Yep.
And I still didn't do it, but you know, like I did for the first couple weeks.
The option's there.
I wanted to prove to myself I was smart enough to do this stuff, but then I was like, yeah, this is so much work. Let's just play video games instead. Also, to anyone listening that's in high school or middle school, do your schoolwork. Like, I know it sucks, but the alternative is not good. Just get decent grades. And if you can't, do your best. Don't be like me. I did not do my best. And I'm suffering for it. I'm 30 now. I'm playing video games. I'm playing Ape Escape 2 with my friend. I mean, it's fun, but I mean, like, you don't want this for yourself. You don't want a life of Pippochi. No one does. But anyway, that's my soapbox.
Yeah, I think what's important is also whenever
don't overdo it.
Yeah, when you finish college or when you finish like if you're getting pushed to go to college. Oh, what the heck did I?
Oh, you found a secret stair.
Okay, when you finish high school, don't feel like you need to go to college.
Yeah, don't.
Go like take a job or something for like a little bit or do something else. Don't immediately have to feel like you have to go to college. I made that mistake.
I mean, that's what I did too. Like I pushed real hard to get into college because my grades were not the best. Like they were like I was completely average throughout everything.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like if I didn't try, I still got good enough grades.
Yeah.
So I was average, and every school I looked at was just like, okay, you're just skating by, and we don't care, we don't want you.
Yeah.
And so I had to fight to get into the school I went into. I got there, and I'm like, man, I'm so good at this. I can, like, first semester, okay. Second semester, did even better. Then the next semester, it was just like, I'm just not gonna go to class because I'm burnt out.
Yep.
And then the next semester, still burnt out. And then I was like, I'm just gonna not go to school anymore. And I was like, I'll just get a job somewhere. I mean, I just want to work. I hate going like the idea of paying money to go somewhere and waste my time.
Yep.
Like, even though it was like for an education, I couldn't see the value in the education at this point.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, I'm so smart already. Like, I can figure all this stuff out. I then started working at Walmart. And immediately, like within a couple months of me working there, I was like, God, I need any job but this. So I would start applying for other jobs. And guess what you can't really get a job for? Anything but retail whenever you have no college degree or anything like that. And also whenever you're like a fat guy that's like, hey, yo, what do you want your background to be? And I'm like, yo, I really like the hospitality industry, like waiting and serving and stuff like that. They're like, oh, you're fat and kind of ugly? Yeah, you're a cook. I'm like, but I'm really, like, I like talking to people and working with, yeah, you're not a hot girl, sorry.
Ooh.
So, somehow I found a bartending job. And probably the worst place you could get a bartending job. Shouts out to Cinnabar.
Oh, no.
But I got a lot of experience. It was a lot of fun.
Wait, like, cinema? What?
Dude, so, there's this place in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh, I'm like... like cinnamon. I thought you were talking about like this, like
no.
about like in like the mall, like the
no, not
freaking-
Cinnabon.
I'm like,
Cinnabar is different. And trust me, this has come up a lot of times while working at Cinnabar. It was one of those like it's a cinema bar, like you know those like movie
that
movie
makes
theaters
sense.
where
Right.
like, they'll serve you food and all that stuff. Well, the problem is like it was like in the bad part of Asheville,
Yeah.
so no one with money went. All we got were a bunch of rednecks that like all they wanted was Bud Light. And then we got a bunch of college kids that were like, yeah, we don't tip because we don't have the money to. So like, hey guys, I'm bartending, and everyone's like, man, we really like you. But here I am, just like, oh well, you can't tip me, and they don't pay me because they expect my tips to pay me. So that was fun. After I think it was about over a year of that, I think they fired me because I and my girlfriend at the time. Her grandparents invited me over to their house for New Year's, and I was like, okay, yeah, because it was getting serious. I think we were dating for 4 years at that point. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll meet your extended family. I told Cinnabar about it about 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
Because they'd already bought the plane tickets, everything was settled, and they told me everything was covered, we're good. And then like a week before, they're like, dude, you can't do that. I was like, well, I am. Sorry. So I left, and they were like, well, if corporate comes by and they see that we're understaffed, we're not going to lie for you. I'm like, well, considering you're the one who told me it was okay,
Yeah, you were
and that
fine
you
to
would
actually leave.
like, I'm sorry, like I don't care.
That's garbage.
So yeah. So whenever I called, like, hey, what's my schedule like? And they're like, oh, actually, you got fired. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because that place was horrible.
Yeah.
And like, I was the only one who would clean the keg lines.
Oh.
So like, there was another time where like I wasn't working for a little while. I came back and I was like, I was pouring a beer and a bunch of gunk just came out of the keg, like the line to like for the draft because no one cleaned it. So then I had to spend the entire day just cleaning it because, oh my gosh, that's gross.
Yeah. It's also like a health risk.
Yeah. So I was like, that's gross. And like, all they did was yell at me. Like, they're like, why aren't you at the bar? Like, we need you on the bar to watch all this stuff. I'm like, excuse me, do you want like a health violation? Like, if people like get horrible diseases from drinking the beer here, that's way worse.
It hasn't been freaking clean.
But you know what? Yeah, it's okay. Because like their management style, like the corporate, like how corporate wanted them to be was like, if you're a manager, you don't work.
Oh, you
stand around and make sure everyone else is doing their job. And like for the times, like it was Sunday was a dollar movie night. So, or dollar movie all day. So of course, and it's also the only day where kids were allowed.
Yeah.
So of course, like we had like such quality movies like Epic,
Oh, nice.
which is I think it was
I don't even know that movie.
it was a movie about it was like Bug's Life, but like
Oh.
in like 20
Oh, was it like?
2003.
Were they like all like just like do they get miniaturized or something?
It's like a girl gets small, and then like there's a bunch of bugs and
I'm
like
vaguely remembering this.
fairy people, or like they were like bug people. I don't remember. It was like the Fern Gully, but worse.
I remember.
And with no actual story. And then there was Turbo,
Oh.
which was a snail.
No, yeah, that was
He
the
goes,
snail one.
he's going fast. Like we had that movie for forever
about to
because
say
all these
that.
parents are just like, this is a great movie that I could get my kids to shut up in. So of course on Sundays we were super busy. So like I'm sitting here making 1,000 drinks by myself. The waitresses are running around, and there's like 2 managers just standing there like watching, not
doing a
chipping in,
damn
not
thing.
doing a damn thing.
Yep.
And then like after the shift, they're like, Jordan, you really need to pick up the pace. I'm like, are you daft? Like, come on. Like, you saw me busting my butt going as fast as I can, making milkshakes, pouring drinks, like doing everything for you guys, making sure that food orders are going to the right people. Like, I was doing like 3 people's job.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna stand there and be like, man, you're horrible at what you do.
Yup.
And it's like whenever I was gone, you guys couldn't even do the basic cleaning. Like, no, I was tired of it.
Didn't even like actually like clean the freaking store up.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
so like
that management style is such garbage.
yeah, and it's like the only person who was worth anything as far as management goes was their kitchen manager Tim. Like he was the best, and like the kitchen was great. They always made a whole bunch. Like that was the only thing that was making a profit was like the food and stuff because
Yeah.
he was like he knew what he was doing. And they knew it, so they kept trying to take him out of that store.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, my kid lives here. Like, I don't want to like take away his like all of his friends and stuff just to move to another store where it's gonna be garbage.
Speaking of garbage.
But yeah, so and also like he wasn't considered a manager, like, or I guess he was, but he wasn't like full time.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, you want to be full time? He's like, okay, let me see what the contract is. And he just said, nope, don't want to be full time. And they're like, why? He's like, because with my current pay scale and how much I'm expected to be here by you guys, with the amount of overtime I get, I'm already making like double what you're offering me. And they're like, oh, well, we should do something about that. He's like, do it and I'll leave.
Yep.
And they were just like, oh crap, we can't lose Tim. So he just stayed there and was just like, yeah, I'll be part time.
Yep. And get a crap ton of overtime.
So.
Yep.
And that it's like to me like that's where I got like my big this is what management like horrible management is like.
Yep.
And it came directly from like the corporate office. Like they had no idea what they were doing.
Yep.
Fun fact, the guy who owns Cinnabar is also the guy who owns Quiznos.
Oh.
So where'd Quiznos go?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
right. They did like
They got deleted because
by like Jimmy John's. I feel
yeah,
like.
oh, your bad management style doesn't work in this day and age. But dude, the guy was a total jackass. And pardon my language, YouTube, but like seriously, the guy like he walked in. I guess he could. I was gonna say he walked in like he owned the place, and he kind of did. But like he treated everyone like garbage. Like the like if you were just a normal staff person, like he just. I guess the best way I can describe it is like a sleazebag slime ball.
Yeah.
And like he always would talk to the girls, like, and that's it, like the waitresses. But like if you were a guy, he did not care at all.
Of course.
I remember there was one guy I really liked. He only lasted like 2 weeks, and he was a runner. Like he would run the food to the places. He was hoping to be a server, but his brother was getting married, and he needed a day off on a weekend to go to the wedding.
Yeah.
And they said no.
For his brother's wedding.
For his
Nice.
brother's wedding. Like, so I was like, that's just the kind of thing that happens
Yeah.
in like hospitality, like the hospitality world. Like they don't care because they don't want to staff enough people to actually take care of things because they think it's okay to treat people like garbage. And then people are like, well, I don't tip because the other, like, they should pay them enough. Well, they don't. And they get treated like garbage by you, the customer, and by anyone, like their own place that they work at.
Yeah.
So That's why I always tip well.
Yeah, you always,
Like
always should tip
regardless
well.
of how bad the service was, I will tip decent. Unless it's just that bad. Like if they're not even trying, no.
Yeah, that's about the same thing for me. Luckily, I didn't have like the jobs that I've had didn't have that bad except for one. It did have about as bad management, but I didn't run into it as often. At least for like corporate or like regional stuff.
Can you break those?
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I just kind of go between them. I don't think they hurt me.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do, or whatever. But yeah, I didn't really have anything that was like that rough because I didn't work in hospitality. But I think the worst job that I ever had was a summer job that had a contract that was actually freaking impossible to do logistically from what they wanted you to do. So like it was like a part-time contract job for delivering phone books in the area.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right? Yeah.
Didn't it like destroy your car?
Yeah, like it like pretty much like so like they give you a route to take and like here's those are nuts. They're like here's literally all the phone books you're gonna have to deliver in this area, and they give you a training session beforehand that was like, okay, when you go deliver phone books, make sure you get out of your car, go to everybody's door, and drop off the phone book at the actual front door. You know, because like that makes sense to me because you know it's like
Be a decent person.
yeah, it's like okay, yeah, you want to be nice and so people don't have to freaking
Walk to the end of the
there might be
driveway.
like some old lady who can't like carry a phone book anymore. So it's
Yeah.
like you want to deliver it to their house, not at the end of their freaking driveway or in the middle of their freaking yard, so they can't actually get anything. And like oh, he was Speedy Gonzalez. It's funny. That's good. But like, so they gave me. I took a route that was like near my house and like in the surrounding area, and they gave me like some 80+ phone books. Freaking obliterated. The freaking everything on my car, like it sunk down. The wheels almost were hitting the wheel well. It was horrendous. But like the training was like, yeah, go deliver this to everybody's house directly. I'm like, all right. I do that, and I walk like I've been doing that. Get harassed by some people, and like in a gated community because like of where we live, you're always gonna have some suspicious dude like, what you doing? Where you delivering stuff for? I'm like, it's phone books.
Do you want a phone book?
Yeah.
No one wants phone books anymore.
Yeah.
We have Google.
Yeah, but that's what that was, and I went by like another person's route, and I'm like, because they're like, oh yeah, this all has to be done in like a day, or like 2 days, right? Like that was the whole thing. It's got to be done in 2 days. Deliver 80 phone books. Well, you have to get on to like drop them off at everybody's house over the summer, and it's like it takes you probably about like to complete like one road for a route. Probably takes like 2 hours, right? Mm-hmm. This like route was like 8 roads that I had to do completely, and it's like I'm not gonna be able to do this in a day and a half and actually have time to sit down and do stuff for a part-time job because it did not pay well.
Yeah.
It paid like garbage. But yeah, I walked past like or drove past another
I think
route.
you used the car.
Yeah, drove past another route, and I just see like a freaking phone book like in someone's ditch, and a phone book like at someone's mailbox. I'm like, oh, that's how they do this. People just get like a route, get all the phone books, get another person with them, and they literally just like chuck the phone books out in people's yards.
Dude, I would have totally done that with you if you were
Yeah.
like, hey, dude, I just need you to throw phone books at people. I'd be
that's
like,
literally
I'm
all
down.
they did, and I'm like,
down.
oh man, that's how you
Well,
do
because,
it.
like, okay, so my first job was pizza delivery.
Yeah,
So I know how, like, just delivering pizza, like, that's not heavy. But the cars that I used, like, first of all, gas is a thing.
Yeah.
Second of all, like, just the constant wear of stop and going, like, oof. Like, if I didn't live where I was, like, if I was in, say, like, Boone, North Carolina or
Yeah.
something like that, it would have been horrendous.
oh yeah,
Because, like, all the mountains, all the different hills, like, where we live now is, like, kind of very straight. But I could have never, like,
oh gosh, no. For pizza delivery?
Yeah, for pizza
up
delivery,
in the
like-
mountains? Heck no.
but yeah, I someday I'll tell some stories about my pizza delivery days. I've had some doozies.
Yeah. Same thing, like, speaking of being up in Boone, freaking, let me tell, we'll talk about a super fun game experience for making you, or a super fun job experience making you feel like crap. Let's talk about GameStop. Gosh, forget that company. Company's horrendous.
Well, apparently they're going out of business.
Yeah, they needed to, 10 years ago. They're garbage.
Before or after all the pop vinyls?
Before, like way before. Like, I'm not even going to talk about the returns because the return system was garbage. Everybody knows that.
I understand, but at the same time, I understand the return system.
Actually dangerous.
Because like the whole point of it is convenience.
Yeah. So like, you're not
you
gonna
can
get
go
that much
to an
money.
actual place or sell it on eBay, and yeah, you probably will get more if it sells, or
on
if
eBay.
Or if you find the correct person to buy it. But if you go to the GameStop, they're just like, yeah, okay, we'll take it. Like if you just want off your hands, go to GameStop, and that's what they were hoping for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also like people also got mad. They're like, dude, I'm turning in this game, and it's like, okay, yeah, what game are you turning in? Eminem's Racers for the Wii. What do you mean I'm only getting 50 cents for it? Like, guy, you paid probably $1 for it. Like, don't even act like that's not worth 50 cents. Like, you're turning it in for a reason. You don't want it. Like, anything's better than having that game at this point. Unless, like, you really need it just for money. Like, because I think the one time I traded in a whole bunch of stuff to GameStop was, I think it was whenever Diablo 3 came out.
Yep.
And my PS3 had died. Like, it just straight up died. So I had the PlayStation Move, I had all that stuff. So I just was like, well, I'm never going to play this again until I can afford a PS3.
Yeah.
All my friends are playing Diablo 3 on PC. Let me just trade all this in. I'll be able to buy Diablo 3 and it'll be easy. So I did that. I traded in all the games I really liked, which I regret doing. Like, anyone who trades in games just because they can, I don't understand how you live.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like, I love playing my video games. Like, even
them.
after like years, like right now, I'm like, man, I had Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh wait.
Oh, you did? Oh yeah. You don't have that anymore?
I got rid of it.
Oh.
That was part of the Diablo 3, which
that
let me tell you,
that's a mistake.
that was a horrible mistake.
We all made that mistake.
Well, no, but the thing was, okay, you guys played it on a PC.
Yeah.
I had a Mac laptop.
Oh, it didn't work on Mac?
No, it did.
Oh.
It ran on Mac, but remember there was that bug. That like,
oh, yeah.
So I'm playing with you guys, and my game is running at like half the speed. So I'm just like, why is everyone moving so much faster than me? Like, you guys would be through the dungeon, and I'm still just trying to keep up. And like, I finally beat the first boss. I'm like, dude, that was so hard. And I'm on the easy mode. That's because the boss hit me like 4 times for every time I could hit him.
Oh, jeez, that was just a hole. Okay, cool.
It was bad. And then whenever they finally fixed it, they're like, hey guys, we fixed the Mac version. I'm like, okay. Hey guys, you want to play Diablo 3? And everyone was like, no, this game blows.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I traded all these really good games for it.
It was one of those things where it's like, we found out, like, so like when Diablo 3 was when it originally came out, I understand now that it has gotten a lot better.
Yes.
Am I going to go back and play it?
No.
Never again.
I've already experienced it.
Not only that,
I didn't experience it until I think it was put on the 360.
Yeah.
And then I think one of my good friends brought it over, and we just finished it there.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, hey, you guys want to make some characters and just beat Diablo 3? Yeah, okay. Like, I think I beat it, but we did not get through the DLC because I was just like, I'll pass. Can you throw the boom? No, you can't throw the boomerang there.
Oh, hold up. Is this like an actual puzzle? What?
Did you find a puzzle?
What?
Well, I think we might want to wait for this one.
Oh, snap.
Because we've been talking for a while.
For a while?
And I think people need to process all of our horrible jobs.
Yeah.
And life decisions with Diablo 3.
Yeah, we can talk more about Diablo 3 next time.
So we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you guys next time.